You know, Kat, I think about that in terms of sort of, you could call it a joke that has been said that theology is made in the continent. It's corrected in Britain, and then it's corrupted in the US. And some of us would add then it's exported to Africa. um, but there's also it probably is legendary. It may be mythical. It was said of an African theological scholar who studied in the West, then went back home, went to the village, and his grandmother fell ill. And the people said, well, doctor, heal this lady. And somehow the expectation then was that, uh, here was a doctor in theology, you should be able to deal with this spiritual malaise, and couldn't speak to that. Now, what that raises is the whole question of the relevance of theology then, having studied in the West to that particular local context. And so one of the drawbacks is that you have first-class African theological scholars who studied in the West, but were not always asking questions that were relevant to the church on the African context. The whole area of community, for example. So yes, there's those sort of drawbacks then. And therefore, I think when reflection, theology, education is done in context, you get to address the issues, the assumptions, the challenges within that particular context. And that will be true of theology as it would be true of other disciplines.
Sure.